On to go. Hello, good afternoon. We're here for about 45 minutes. I'll be back soon. Are you ready to go back? Let's go. We are going back to 1993. Good afternoon, it's Monday. I hope you're well. Archer's loose. Good afternoon. It's Monday. Shout out to all the survivors of mental health and suicide. Here, I'm rooting for you. Archers, loose. Oh shit. Will be Sunday. Well, you'll hear a few bangers in the next hour. I've got about 50 minutes left. Yeah. I'm doing this one for the boys who are listening. You can. We accept everybody in here. Black, white, brown. Well, get the fuck out of here, bro. It's coming. Light them up! Nope. How about this? Hit them with everything. Hello, Mr. Surders. I fucking love music. Lost in Love, Lost in Love by Legend B. Just reminds me of years ago. Like, you know, I used to love dance music. I used to like swallowing ecstasy. And I used to enjoy dancing with all me mates. Off the face. Their parents, no disgrace. But now this. Based in your... I like that, look. You know, wrong one. Now this reminds me, see this tune here? It reminds me of 1992 and 93. Best years of my life. On a dance floor with all your mates wrecking it. Like that. You fucking lie! I hate that. Maybe 93.
Colombia's Amazon basin has become a production center for the country's biggest illegal export, cocaine.
Don't lie. I know you're lying. Oh, now, how do you feel? Boom. How do you feel? Tell me. Tell me. Like that. This is rare I do this. But normally I just talk shit, so. Like that. Take me back. Why not? Fuck it. It's Monday. I am not ignoring you. As you know, when I have my glasses on. Oh, stop me. Fucking brilliant. Hey. 1 second. So, I'll tell you a story, Cyrus, about the Olympic one night. I'm on the balcony upstairs. I'm looking down where old Ballyfermot sits, yeah? Next of all, I look, and I can see a fella called Nolly Bourne from Ballyer getting bashed by Richie Fox and Howard from Sheriff Street. None of his mates helped him. Now, you know, if that had been someone from Cherry Orchard, I was dropping off that balcony onto that floor, mate. Quicker. I'd probably hurt myself by here, fucking me mates in trouble. And we don't leave no one behind. That's a rule. We always said that. You don't leave anyone behind. How about this? Tell me you remember that, Cyrus. Can you hear it? I never had that problem in the asylum. But the Olympic, a lot of people got violated, bro. And if the truth be told, safety in numbers. And I've been to sites, I've been to the Olympic, I've been to G1, and obviously I was part of the asylum. You know, and it was crazy. It's like when ecstasy hit Dublin, it's like everybody was your mate. When you were on a dance floor, it didn't matter whether you were from Ballyer or Tallaght or Crumlin or Cabra or Ballymun, or it didn't matter where you were from. You could end up going back to a party with people from Skerries, Portmarnock, and I ended up going back to a lot of fucking parties, mate. You know, but like I said, for that 18 months in my life, like that whole 18 months, like, it was fucking deadly, you know. A lot, like, just seeing your mates all there, like I remember me mates, some of me mates are like, bro, I can't fucking dance. How do I dance? I'm like, what you fucking asking me for? You can fucking dance, Stuart. You know, I'm like, can you show me? I'm like, well, you fuck off, yeah? You know what I mean? It's like, just get one of them into you, yeah? You know what I mean? And come over to me, and we'll have a buzz, but don't be sitting down. I'll drag you up. Get up, you know. Well, it's like if you look at statistics back in the 90s, when ecstasy hit Dublin, sorry, I'll put it this way, when the Duns allegedly fled Dublin with heroin in the 70s and the 80s and the 90s, and then your man Fellaini, whatever his name was. But see, ecstasy, when I took it, everybody was me fucking mate. And I'm not joking you. It brought a lot of people together like that and normally they never get along. But because of this one magic tablet, or one, well, it was more than one, maybe fucking 6 or 7, you know, on a good night, I take a few extra, and I'm not lying. I built up a tolerance to them. I used to walk around that asylum like I owned it because I had security with me friends, you know. Nobody can touch me in this nightclub. You see, I'm the baby, and if you hit me, you hit every one of them from Cherry Orchard, so go on, hit me. But know this, you're not leaving the front way. You're going out the back way. And what happened one night was some fella was caught selling in there, and he got a few smacks into the face, and he started saying, "Do you know who I am?" So I smacked him, yeah. And I didn't know who it was, and Lord rest in peace, it was Eric Hutch, Rocket. He's dead now, rest in peace to the fella, I'd never slag him off, even though I hit him with a golf stick 6 years later. But it's like I got him back, you know what I mean? So we're even, But yeah, he got a few slaps and all his pills were taken off him, he had a lot of jewellery and shit. And what we didn't know was, it's like, what? And you know what? Listen to me. Cyrus, Eric's walk. You'd know it a mile away. Does that make any sense? I had trouble with him. And because of who his family allegedly are, and what have you, listen, bro, the geezer that I worked for, I don't think he understood how town worked. You can't just go into into town if you're from Ballyfermot and open up a nightclub and not expect other people to notice, and there's rules and you have to abide by them, you know. Me not tell you, I thought he was all right myself. I be honest with you, but he was me enemy, bro. As soon as I put my hands on him, I made one of the biggest mistakes of my life because he was a somebody, right? I'm a nobody. This fella is a someone. He's related to a someone that can have your club burnt down to the ground with every money is in it. And at the time, I didn't give a bollocks. I was 15 years old. He must have been around the same age as me. Cyrus, how old are you? If you don't mind me asking you. Like I said, I went up to G1 because what happened in the asylum, he got violated and his family obviously got in touch with the owner of the nightclub and said, "Hey, listen, my fucking nephew, you're 50 this year. No way, I'm bang on 50, so that you're right, you're not lying, because I know by how old you are. I was 50 in August. I'm 51 this year. But that that whole thing, what happened, you see, there was a rule, Cyrus, and the rule was no one is allowed selling your nightclub. Now, if you're up in the Olympic, it's massive. Nobody can say they own the Olympic because everyone sold in it. But here, not everyone can say that they sold in the asylum because it wasn't allowed. For the first 18 months of that asylum, everything went great. And then I start going up on the 3rd floor, and all the bigger lads that I looked up to were smoking heroin. And I wanted to be like them. You know, I wanted to do what they did. You know, for fuck's sake, if they had a jumping in the liffey, I'd have probably followed them. Do you understand? That's how loyal and stupid I was. And I didn't know nothing about heroin until I fucked with a heroin as God and the devil all rolled into one. I've never experienced the other drug in my life like heroin. And because I was a follower and I wanted to look up to all the older lads, I started fucking smoking it, bro, right? And I didn't realise the power of it. Mate, there was a fella from Ballier that used to go to the asylum, right? That slapped me in my face, yeah. I'll tell you his name, and rest in peace to Rusty Grendon. I tell you, he looked at me like a little brother, right? And do you know what he did? He smacked me right in my face because you see me smoking it, tried to smoke it. He grabbed me and smacked me in the face. He said, "See you, if I fucking see you near that, I'll fucking kill you. I'll bring you in that toilet and I'll fucking drown you in piss." He warned every one of them. He said, "I'm telling you now, if any of yous let him." What time are we on? Fuck's sake, man. Well, this is what I'm saying. He was looking out for me. You know. But it didn't stop me, you know, because while the rest of them were all goofing like that, I robbed a piece of foil, ran in the toilet with it, bro, right? And I didn't even know what I was doing. I just lit it. I burnt the arse off it, right? But the smoke hit me in the face, bro. Felt like I was a Twix. You know, insulated. Like, I'm not joking you, bro. It's like, and I was only fucking 15 years old. I know, yeah. Okay, baby. I'm going in a few minutes. But like I said, you know, he wasn't a bad fella, bro, but like I said, you can't put your hands on people like that. You get into trouble, you know, and I didn't even know, like, the trouble that we were in for putting our hands on him. And the following week, they sent me up to G1 and the same thing happened to me. I got bashed. Me and Gary Flynn, loads of them surrounded us. Eric Hutch stood in front of me, right? Rest in peace to Eric Rocker. He stood in front of me, he said, "All right, mate, have you any yokes?" And I went, "Nope." I thought me, no. He said, "What are you lying for?" He says, "Do you remember me?" And I was like, "I'm fucked here." You know what I mean? So I was like, "Yeah, I punched you in your fucking cum face last week." Bang. And they all dived on me, you know, and I got me ass whooped. All my money taken off me, any possessions I had, and I was thrown down them stairs in Fisborough, right across from fucking Mountjoy prison. Me and Gary Flynn, we got battered. They busted me nose, me eye, me lip, you know. And I'll tell you later on what happened after that happened. Right, guys, I have to go, right? I'll see you later on. We'll wait.